Today I want to talk about something that I feel is going to be really supportive given the environment that we're all living in, which is fear and anxiety. I have to admit that a couple of years ago, I was living inside anxiety and fear-based states pretty much 24/7. I used to work for large companies, and I used to do media relations, which meant that I was ingesting media for most of my days. And as we all know, the media is designed to put us inside of fear-based states. In the last couple of years, I've done a lot of work to really crack my own anxiety and to essentially shift my default setting from sympathetic, which is when our autonomic nervous system is in fight or flight mode. It is the signal that we need in order to do whatever we need to do in times of threat. So from sympathetic to parasympathetic, which is rest and digest. When we are in parasympathetic mode, it means that we actually have access to the part of our brain called the prefrontal cortex, which is the seat of creativity and rational thinking. When our amygdala is firing and we are in fight or flight mode, it literally cuts off supply to that part of our brain, and our bodies are just in survival mode. And anxiety is actually quite helpful because it allows us to do what we need to do at that given moment, but prolonged periods of anxiety and fear is so detrimental to our overall immune system. And so I want to share with you guys one foundational tip that I have discovered actually like just in the last 6 months. And I've been meditating for a good 2 years now. But there's one foundational thing that I think has been so powerful in my ability to regulate my stress or when I'm under fear and anxiety, which is this. Our breath is powerful in that it actually allows us to use it as the steering wheel, if you will, of our autonomic nervous system, so that when we are under stress, we actually use our breath to signal to our body that there is no threat. So let me just demo it really quickly. What I like to start with is what's called the four count breathing exercise. So you inhale for 4 counts, and then you exhale for 4 counts. I like to do it as a continuous breath because what do we do when we're under stress or we're in panic mode? We hold our breath, right? And so even training our breath to do it in a continuous mode is already gonna be really powerful in our ability to just not, to train our bodies not to hold our breath when we are under stress. So the demo is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and do that for about 5 minutes per day. And I would recommend actually advancing to about 10 minutes. And then once you get the 4 breath cycle down, then move your way up to a 5-second breath cycle, and then 6-second breath cycle. This way, you're literally training your body to go into parasympathetic mode already, because sometimes our default system or our default setting is already to be in a stressful state. And so learning how to just regulate our breath basically can signal to our body that there is no threat, and that we're training our body to say, it's okay, everything is okay, there is no bear that's chasing us, everything is okay. So I hope that helps, guys. Love and light, guys, as usual.